Hello, welcome to another workout reaction video. Today I will be listening to Bad Brains, their self-titled album, Bad Brains. I believe it's the first one of their band. It came out in 1982. As you can see, I'm not in a garage. I'm actually in my living room. And that is because it's damn cold outside. And reality is, in the winter, just trying to stay consistent with working out and going through a program, it can get really difficult sometimes to get into the garage and do these things when you're numb cold and you're not you're just trying to sustain stuff. So this year I've been doing kettlebell workouts in the living room, a little half-hour type stuff, just to try and sustain some muscle mass and some strength while I'm at it. So this workout will consist of 100 swings, and then we're doing clean and presses, which I'm working up to being able to do 75 per arm. And then finishing off with orbits or halos, whatever they're called. And I'm working to be able to do 60 per arm. The rest time will be the same as the set time. So however many I can crank out in that set, we're good for that amount of rest. All right, let's check out some Bad Brains. Alright, I'm at a break. So I had lyrics up here, but it doesn't scroll for some damn reason. So I can only see like the beginning of the songs. And frankly, counting to 100, I started to lose count if I was reading this too, reading lyrics. So I'm just gonna go quickly through the lyrics. Sonically through it, it sounds very punk. I mean, very innovative for the time, obviously. But it sounds like a lot of punk, which makes sense because a lot of punk was influenced by this, from what I've been told. So let me check these lyrics out. Sailing on, you want any more? So I just walk out the door, play the game right from the start. Trust you, use me, now my heart's all torn apart. So I'm sailing. All right, try to see if I'll give up. Wasn't any luck, it's a fact of life. That's the games of strife. Everything's all in stride. Too many years, too many tears, and too many days with nothing to say. And how we know when there's nothing to grow, and what's the facts for life to show? Oh. The ending got a little bit deeper there. Hold on. So I thought it's just guys saying fuck the world, give up, and do this my way because I'm tired of your shit. Tired of your games you play. That's what I got out of it. Never know when there's nowhere to grow. How will we know when it's nowhere to grow? And that's the facts for life to show. A little bit of ignorance, stuff like that. Too many years, too many tears, too many days, nothing to say. It's just living in monotony, getting controlled. When you're gonna know that you can't grow anymore, how you gonna know they're gonna hold you down? Start fucking doing shit yourself. That's what I got from it. Alright, Don't Need It. I like Don't Need It. This shit was pretty hard. I fucked with it. Like the sound of it. Don't need no ivory liquid. Don't want no afro sheen. And the fashions, alright. Got it, yeah, fuck the corporation stuff. Got my automotion, got that super potion. Think I'm going crazy. Pretty baby, it might be you, babe. Don't need no first class, don't need no second. All the best of all that can kiss my ass, fuck yeah. I've got my claim to fame, I've got that positive flame, and if you think I'm going crazy, the pretty baby, it might be you, babe. I fuck with that too, saying, fuck all this material bullshit, fuck I need it for, yeah? We got PMA, I don't know what PMA means. Somebody's gotta tell me that, they didn't really seem to give. Maybe it means problem management attitude, I don't know. I don't care what they may do, we got that attitude, got that PMA. Don't care what they may say, we got that attitude. So it's just a hype song, pretty much. All right, let's keep it going. Alright, first off, this bass was disgusting. Filthy bass. That shit nasty. Look at this shit. Disgusting. Alright, the regulator. Tell me what to say, when to say it, tell me what to do. Ask me why, you arrest me. If I call you liar, you detest me. Control what it be on Sundays. You control who I see on Mondays. And let you control me. You're the man who owns all the keys to the stores. You're the man, you're the regulator. Okay, yeah. Sounds like there's some controlling motherfuckers out there. Banned in DC, I'm guessing it's about being not allowed to do political stuff in the District of Columbia. Banned in DC, with 1,000 other places to go, and swim across the Atlantic, because that's the only thing I can do. You can't hurt me while I'm banned in DC. We've got ourselves, got to scratch it, go and work it. At any other length, not worried about what the other people are gonna say. We got ourselves, we're gonna make it anyway. Can't hurt me while I'm banned in DC. And if you ban us from your clubs, it's the right time, right mind. If you think we really care, you won't find in my mind. Oh no, you can't afford to close your doors. So soon, no more, oh my. I'll let you down upon the ground. So soon, no more. So a lot of the other songs so far have been just like hype songs. I'd say they're not incredibly deep compared to, at least on the surface, they're not very deep compared to some of the other metal bands, or punk bands rather, that I was listening to, like Bad Kennedys and not Bad Kennedys, Dead Kennedys and The Clash. This song sounds like it's got a little bit more history behind it. And again, I don't know that history, so let me know in the comment, I guess. What is Banned in DC pertaining to? All right, let's get this shit going. One more. No lyrics. Jack Allen. Yeah. Ooh, I hear it. Oh shit. Got a little bit of time here. 2 songs. The one was that like reggae interlude. It's pretty solid. I'm not a big reggae fan, gonna be straight up with that. I haven't discovered quite the reggae that I've liked yet. I'm very happy to start discovering some later. But it was a nice, it shows their diversity as musicians, being able to switch into that. And I guess, you know, it shows a little bit more, not intelligence is the wrong word, but diversity, you know, of being able to be educated in different genres and know how to do all that type of stuff, you know? So that was cool. It was a nice interlude. I dug it for that, for what it was, especially because it comes into this song, the Super Touch and Shit Fit. Holy fuck. This is a lot, you know. This really showed. That first song that I listened to, I think was I Guess I, or yeah, I Guess I, where it's just this mesh of genres, this massive collab. And they were doing that over here. You had some, like the guitar solos sounded a lot to me like, sort of like what 80 bands were going through, like more like popular 80 bands, like how they would solo things. And then we get into this just groovy, you know, thrash type sound going on in there. I don't have time to check out the lyrics quite yet. I'll have to do that after this next set. But this so far, Super Touch and Shit Fit is my favorite song on this album so far. Let's keep it going. another reggae song. It's chill. You know, reggae is pretty chill as a genre from what I found. I don't really know very much more about it. Like, it's got good groove. You know, I'll definitely give that about it. It's very trancey too. You know, good vibes. But that's kind of how I feel about all reggae. So I have yet to really adapt a eloquent opinion about reggae music yet. It's just what it is. Lyrically, I got a chance to look at it because it's a longer song, and I was finishing my set. It's just saying, you know, like, we're dying, and the leaders, the rulers, their money's going away, and you know, you're broke because we're all dying, and we're leaving, and you're fucked. Right? That's pretty much. I don't know the Babylon. Maybe there's something biblical about it. That same thing happening in Babylon. Not a very devout Christian. In fact, I'm not a Christian. So. Off, I didn't read the lyrics to Super Touch Shit Fit yet. Some people look at me and talk about me like I'm a clown. Just to realize it's just my simple way to get down. Got the super touch, chances are I've got too much. Gonna let you see you can be free. Seeing that every time we all try to go underground, fucking troopers them, they think that we're all fooling around. We have had about enough, and we're gonna get real tough. And that's why we got PMA. P just pretending. That's a letdown. Undercover lover, that's my heart now. Struggling just to live in, that's the realm of. Accept me as I'm not, and that's a shit fit. My best ain't good enough for you. My test is what you're gonna do. Ain't no kind of way. Love is lost in yesterday. Now we felt this, so you'll get yours now. You're living, nobody giving, and nobody gives a damn. Must be understanding me, gonna surely come and prepare for the final plan. Turn, that's a letdown. Undercover lover, that's my heart now. Struggle just living, that's the realm of accept me as I'm not that. That's a shit fit. Accept me as I'm not, and that's a shit fit. So I guess it's saying we try to do our thing, keep getting shut down. So I'm an undercover lover now. But I guess to me that either means A, he likes even more going into these more undercover, away from the mainstream type venues or greetings gatherings, or it means on the surface, you know, he plays this square dude, but then he's actually a big lover, or in the surface he plays this hardened dude, and underneath it he's a lover. It's kind of what I was getting out of it. But this song's still my favorite. I think it just everything instrumentally was fucking fantastic. I kind of, it says Super Touch / Shit Fit. I thought there would be like a divide in the lyrics. Maybe if I re-listen to it again I can figure that out, but it is what it is. Still don't know what PMA mean, but bourgeoisie, you better watch out for me. This is fearless vampire killers. Ooh, blood-sucking motherfuckers. All throughout this so-called nation, we don't want your filthy money, don't need your innocent bloodshed. We just want to end your world. Well, my mind's made up. Yes, it's time for you to pay. Better watch out for me. I'm a member of the FVK. This song, really short, but really thrashy. I'm kind of curious if this album came out before Slayer was making. I hear a lot of similarities to Slayer's first albums, especially like production quality wise and just sound of the instruments. So I kind of wonder, like, they're in, you know, I know they're both 80s, but I'm wondering if they came out, like, if they knew about each other, or like who's inspiring them to make that type of shit, you know? But yeah, that's my thought. I like this song too. I like thrash. Well, I'm working out. What can I say? I think I listened to but I don't have. I gotta go back to my workout, so I'm just gonna re-listen to it. Fuck it.
What do we feel when you gave to me?
I'm just gonna go through these lyrics of I now and keep it going after. Not much, but with such intensity, I like to be what they would not want me to be. I like to cram their chivalry inside their guts. Okay, I'd like to leave it all behind with the rest of the nuts. I. Not as much, but with more feeling now. I'd like to forget about you, try to break it down somehow. I'd like to push it inside until I can see some more. I'd like to leave you where I found you lying on the floor. I guess it's too bad, I guess it's too bad, I guess it's too bad, I guess it's too bad. For you. See, the truth always prevails on your face. And in the end, I see what's in its place. So in the future, you just may see that what you'll receive is what you gave to me. I gotta quickly reread this. My head is fucking exhausted. Okay, that's saying don't make me some fucking. I ain't nice. I ain't friendly. Ain't your boyfriend. Ain't your daddy. I cram the chivalry inside their guts. Okay. The I bit. Maybe if I re-listen to the song, I can pick it out a little better. Not much, but more feeling now. I like to forget about you and break it down. Break it somehow. All right, it's just being torturous and put you back on the ground. You ain't nothing but, boot scum on the ground. Seems truth always prevails on your face, and in the end, I see what's in its place. So in the future, you just may see that what we receive is what you gave to me. So karma is a bitch. Is pretty much what he's saying, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if this has anything to do with I against I. Don't really know, so that's another thing. If somebody wants to tell me, be sweet. What's up with the history of this and history of I against I if they blend together? And sonically, it was pretty solid, like thrash. They do a fucking good job at it, and they do a good job at the reggae too. For a guy who doesn't like reggae, I fuck with it. Ain't skipping it, that's for sure. Big takeover. Pretty sure I listened to this prior. My head again is pretty exhausted. So I honestly, everything's still virgin for me. But yeah, okay, I did listen to this. It's the one about the Nazis. All right, so no one dared show for the shower. No one turned out to be clean. Not even touched by the water. Just another Nazi scheme. Big takeover. The nation betrayed for the final question. World is doomed with our own interrogation. Just another Nazi test. Understand what I'm gonna say? There's no hope for the USA. World is doomed with our own interrogation. So people ratting out other motherfuckers. Doomed with our own interrogation, right? We eating ourselves alive on that shit. So everyone's a fucking sinner, May he with no sin cast the first stone type of shit, right? So that's kind of going there. Sonically, it's all energy for me right now. I fucked with the drums on there. I did pick out the drums, but the problem with doing all these cardio workouts is that my head ends up getting filled with blood and trying to just make sure my heart stays beating, because I'm a fat motherfucker, even though I don't look it. But so yeah, big takeover. It's a solid hit. It's still not my favorite on this album. I think Shit Fit is my favorite thus far, but this one, Pay to Come. Now that's a title that stands out, right? So, all right, let's see what they're talking about with this. Actually, I gotta go to my next set, so I'll check it out after. that was Right Brigade. Just because my thoughts are fleeting. I appreciate that this was at the latter half of the album. It's very, it's just a groove, you know, it had just a nice riff to it. And, you know, if you're jamming out like crazy to this and you're putting in the same energy I'm putting in while I'm working out, you know, this is just what you need. It's just nothing you got to think too crazy for. You could just kind of hit with the groove. So appreciate them for that. I don't know how many songs are left on here. Let me just take a look real quick. All right, so like 2-3 more songs. Bet. I got one more set left, so I'll just listen to it after. But Big Takeover, we listened to that already. Pay to Come. Let me check this out. I make decisions with precision, lost inside this manned collision. Just to see what to be is perfectly my fantasy. Just to see that what to be is perfectly my fantasy. I came to know with now dismay that in this world we all must pay to write, pay to play, pay to come, pay to fight. Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah. And all in time, with just our minds, we soon will find what's left behind. Not long ago, when things were slow, we all got by with what we know. The end is near, hearts filled with fear. We soon will find what's left behind. Not long ago, when things were slow. Okay. Let me just read a little more. I want to listen to what they hear, and so it's now we choose to fight, to stick up for our bloody right, chant the right to ring, the right to dance, the right to dance, right is ours, chant. So, pretty much saying like, hey, all this money, like we're stuck in this capitalistic society, right? Or I guess is what it's saying, you know, or just this monetary society rather, where you gotta have money if you want to do anything now, and if you don't got money, then you're fucked. But there's some things you can do without money, like the right to dance, right? You know, you have these rights. Don't let those things leave you. These, you know, simple little things, simple pleasures in life. Don't let them monetize that shit on you. I dig it. All right, last set's coming up. I'm just gonna read off these lyrics after that last set. And this is long. I love Jah now. Okay. I love Jah. I don't know what Jah is. I love Jah. My guess is that Jah is part of the Rastafarian religion. Maybe it's their form of God or Jesus. No idea. I'm wondering if it's the same singer that does all the rest of the vocals, if he's popping in there, or if it's like the bassist or the guitarist that's throwing in these more reggae vocals. No idea. I'd be curious to know. They also mentioned this PMA here, which is interesting because they're talking about the I love Jah, but then PMA I thought was more something that's like attitude managing, like more anger based. And you're talking about love here and stuff, so kind of curious even more now what the PMA means. The song itself felt like a big jam session, and frankly that's a lot of times how I feel a lot of reggae stuff is. Really, I'm just listening to the bass, and then there's kind of like some stuff in the back that goes through. And it's not that it's bad, it's just, at least this one was kind of drawn out for me, which is really the only low point on this album. And my guess is it's like really the last song essentially. So they're just trying to wind things down. So it makes sense. Doesn't mean I have to like it, right? All right, next, let me check these lyrics on Right Brigade real quick. So, you can't disappear anymore. I see your fucking face lurking outside the window. You say you're a trifle, I'm a bore. You touch yourself, put your face in the pillow. But the funny thing about you is you remember to leave it behind. And the funny thing about me is I'm a member of the Right Brigade. It makes no difference to me what side you choose, what side will lose. and there is to perceive is what I want, and I know how to get it. All there is to perceive is what I want, and I know how to get it. But the funny thing about you is you remember to leave it behind. And the funny thing about me is I'm a member of the Right Brigade. These lyrics didn't mean very much to me. Gotta keep it real here. I don't know if he's talking about a woman or if he's talking about someone that he just sees lesser of. I really not really sure. I don't know what the Right Brigade is either. Sounds like a historic thing that you would know if you were into the punk scene a little more heavily than I am at this moment. So, Right Brigade, another song. Hit me out. Tell me what's up. What is this about? Please. All right. I think there's like two more little bits. They just did silence. Is that because like the CD was filling up or something? The LP was filling up? That was a waste. Okay. What the fuck? God damn it, I hate when songs do this. When albums do this. So we've come to the end of this project. Looking at the album cover now, I can that there are Rastafarian colors on there. So I was an idiot for not thinking that was going to be on the album. And you know, and this here, again, I don't really care for reggae, but it's not bad. I'm not gonna, a lot of music's not bad. It's just not people's cup of tea, right? Especially when you're working out. You're not really trying to hear groovy stuff. But it's very groovy. I am curious, the singer of it, I'm wondering if he's American or if he's, an immigrant. Just because at least I think there's an accent on there involved. Again, I'm wondering if that's the same singer for the rest of the stuff. Another thing that kind of pops out to me is that the reggae tracks are a lot cleaner on the production. I'm wondering if everything was recorded in the same studio or if the reggae songs were done elsewhere, or if they were recorded in the same spot. I wonder who the producer and the engineer was behind it, because it definitely feels like maybe it's just an experience thing, because this, from what I understand, these guys are very much pioneers of the punk sound and the metal sound for that matter. So maybe it's just a lack of experience on the engineer's end for those faster paced metal tunes that they just couldn't figure out how to get the mixing and the mastering done right to make it sound really clean. And that would make a lot of sense of like early metal in this time period, right? That it would be like a lot of the production quality wasn't that great. They're still getting their arms around it, right? Around the distortion and the speed of everything, and then putting the vocals in so that it, where do the vocals fit sound wise. But so overall on here, it is a damn good album. I think Shift Fit, it still remains my favorite. I did dig some of the reggae tracks. Like I said, not my cup of tea, but I dug it for what it was. I dug a lot of the messages that were going through here. I can see these heavy metal roots going through it. Lyrically, I like that it's very, very punk lyrics. Just fuck the system type stuff, because we all get tired of the system, unless you are the system, you get pretty fucking tired of it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm pretty glad to have discovered it. Not discover, but I'm glad I finally set aside the time to listen to this album, and I appreciate it a lot. So we'll see. I think I'll go through a little more Bad Brains. I'm curious to see how the quality of the audio progresses through their discography. All right, have a good day. You deserve it.